The Rockwall Trail is one of the Canadian Rockies' most iconic hikes, a trail we've had our eye on for over a year. This 55-kilometre trail with 2,600 metres of elevation gain is normally completed in 3 to 5 days. Today, we've given ourselves just one. Our goal is to finish in around 10 hours, but in all honesty, I'll be pretty happy if we're off the trail before the sun sets at about 7:45 p.m. The trail starts at the Flow Lake trailhead and follows Flow Creek up through the valley. Just before Flow Lake, the elevation gain starts as you wind up to the lakefront. From here, the elevation continues up and over Numa Pass. Once you've completed about 1,100 metres of gain, it's downhill on runnable trails until Numa Creek, where once again you're met with uphill all the way to Tumbling Pass. From here, a short down followed by an up brings you to the Rockwall itself. A stunning, towering rock face that continues to Helmet Falls. From here, it's about 18 kilometres of woodland that takes you all the way back to the end point at the paint pots. So it's a lovely 0 degrees right now to start this run, but just packing up some food and supplies for the day. And after that Moraine Lake run, I have not skimped on the gels this time round, so just see if I can even fit it all in my vest. Starting the trail from the Flow Lake car park this morning, and it is Baltically cold. It's one of those things that should you come out wearing hat, gloves, jackets, but hopefully we'll warm up pretty soon. First section of the trail is up to Flow Lake, which I think will be pretty spectacular with some good autumn colour. At about 8 kilometres into the trail, you're going to find you come across quite a bit of elevation gain. It must be 200 or 300 metres in the next couple of Ks, maybe less than that. But we're just trying to take our time, conserve some energy. We've got a long way ahead of us, so key is not to go too fast on these uphills.
Here to say hi to my mum. Hi mum, hope you enjoy this one.
After a brief stop down at Flow Lake to get some electrolytes and food inside us, we're heading up Numa Pass. Again, a bunch more elevation gain, so slow moving, but coming through these beautiful larch forests that in probably like a week's time are going to look absolutely phenomenal. Just came over the top of Numa Pass. That's as far as I've ever gone on this trail. So from here on in, it's all new. So Tumbling Passes ended up being a bit of a slog, to be honest. Got a couple hundred metres of elevation gain left. But the nice thing about this trail so far is that the elevation gain is actually pretty concentrated. So you're really slogging uphill for like an hour, 2 hours at a time, but then getting some really lovely runnable, mellow downhill and flats in between. So you do get some kind of good recovery time. So much needed downhill as we pass the Rockwall. It was definitely getting pretty tired to pull that up, so hopefully we can make up a bit of time. So after a kind of short section of nice runnable downhill, we've been met with another piece of up. We're about 30 kilometers into the trail, so just over halfway distance wise, but well over 2/3 to 3/4 of the elevation gain has also been done. So hopefully we will have a very nice flat or downhill run out for the last 15 or 20 kilometers. Oh. Stopping for a little break in the larch trees. Busted out the Mr. Big. Hopefully this will be a bit of a morale booster because I'm feeling pretty tired.
We're still just on the sausage rolls for me and the dog. Here you go, Billy.
Just one last slog with big bit of elevation gain. And then downhill for 18 kilometers, I think.
We took some time to rest. The elevation gain had taken its toll. With miles of trail left, we couldn't move as quickly as we'd hoped on the downhill. We ran through meadows, forest, and more forest.
Here, look. Well, I'll let you.
We then crossed a bridge that Sakani didn't like.
Hey, come here.
Don't blame him, Sakani opted to not take the bridge.
We then ran through even more forest, and more forest. Crossed another bridge and ran through even more never-ending forest.
Oh God.
Until eventually we popped out at the paint pots as golden light started to hit the peaks around us. We'd made it just before sundown.
"55 kilometers, 2,600 meters of elevation gain. I am definitely battered, bruised and broken, but we got through it. Now, just to try and get back to our car."
Hi, Mum. How's it going? You're probably watching this, and I could be in Ireland on the sofa beside you. Crazy! I could be in two places at once, here in Canada and in Ireland on your TV. Wow.